This is the Chief and Shawn show, and we are live in the 405.
We're not live, but we are back.
We're live.
No, we're not. We are back.
And we're live.
Weekly, not live.
We're sort of live.
Okay, to everyone listening, or,
the people who are listening.
the few that listen, here's the deal. Speed Society is going to be hosting all of these podcasts. You're going to be seeing a ton from these guys. How big are they, Shawn?
It's the biggest automotive website in the world, and, they got a lot of cool shit.
Yeah, we're stoked to be working with guys like that for sure. Anytime we can align ourselves with other huge automotive people, this is perfect. So,
also, stop listening now and go and like it and comment on it, and the sooner you do that, hopefully, the more podcast episodes you'll hear.
yeah, the Crow 405, Murder Nova, Midwest Streetcars. Like it, comment on us, tell us who you are, tell us why you listen to it. Keep this going, please. There are people that don't want this to keep going.
Yeah, there's people right now trying to put an end to this. They don't want us on the air.
And we got guys like Speed Society that want to help us keep it going. So
welcoming us.
Let's do it. Rock and roll. Help everybody out.
And while you're there, check it out. Their website's awesome.
Well, it's
Tuesday,
right?
Let's just go with Tuesday.
It's pretty much Tuesday.
Is it not Tuesday? What is today, guys?
It's Tuesday.
Isn't it like March or something?
Yeah.
March Tuesday, the 16th.
Yep.
Well, it doesn't matter which day it is because we're in here and we're doing the damn podcast. And I don't feel like we've been very late often, so we can be a little late today.
Yeah. Normally they're right on time. So
Today we have
Every Tuesday.
For your listening pleasure, because it definitely wouldn't be for your viewing pleasure, but for your listening pleasure, we have myself, the Chief. We got Shawn to my right.
yeah.
We got Monkey across from me with the microphone looking like a giant, dark, urban wiener ready to be inserted in.
Really weird looking.
Ready to down throat it.
And then we have McDoogle.
Yep. With my
Justin
microphone looking right.
A.K.A. McDoogle, A.K.A. Flashlight, A.K.A. Race Car, A.K.A. McDouche.
I think you called me Roller Girl one time.
A.K.A. Roller Girl.
Remember when you changed my name to Roller Girl?
Oh, on the internet?
Yeah.
AKA Flashlight.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. No, hang on. Hang on a second here.
I remember the Roller Girl. Intergalactic Moderator was your name, too.
A.K.A.
He's had so many AKs.
McDougal, tell us why you're A.K.A. Roller Girl.
Well, I've become the intergalactic moderator on our beautiful website, Midwest Streetcars.
We had a website called Midwest Streetcars, and there was a forum, and it was about street racing and everything else
Good
in
times.
between.
Well, he messed around.
He was a big part of the website.
He messed around and gave me some administrative privileges, and I found out how to go into other people's profiles and change things on them. So I went into Big Chief's and put a big old dorky picture of him doing some hand gestures right in front of his face. And he got a little upset about it, and he changed my name every other day to a new name until he got to Roller Girl, and he just left that for a long time. And they took my privileges away, and I couldn't change it.
Yeah, I remember you were SS Blazer for a long time.
I was SS Blazer. I had like 70,000 Smites.
Joe Dirt, you were Roller Girl.
Smites. I forgot about the Smites.
Yeah, we had on our website you could smite people. So
I had way more likes than
if
Smites.
you didn't, you had
me.
likes and smites, and every time you put something on there that people agreed with, they could like it, and then if they didn't agree with it, they would smite you. And it became just as cool to have as many smites as it did to have as many likes. So
I had like 100 likes and 70,000 Smites.
I remember one time. I remember one time I was. I don't remember what had happened, but I was stuck in the house for 2 or 3 days, and I just fucking sat there. Like, no matter what, even if I was eating a sandwich, watching TV, whatever, my other hand was clicking that smite button just for 3 days straight, just to see how many smites I could give him in one day. God, that shit was fun.
It was a good time.
Yeah, people
we should have a forum
hated
again.
you. You know, people don't understand that you're a troll. We all know you're a troll. You're my number one troll. I mean, obviously, like I feel like you're one of the best trolls that there are.
He's good.
But they don't understand that you're a troll from way back. You was trolling before trolling was cool.
Yep, back when sniping from the trees was trolling.
Oh, sniping from the trees, that was punkin'.
Punkin'.
Yeah,
he thought he was slick. Thought nobody's gonna know.
Kamikaze, he came in as a secret thing for some in the bushes. He was in the bushes or something. And he was in the bushes, and then Punkin was sniping from the trees, and people would.
His ass whooped for trolling, didn't he?
Who?
He drove here from fucking Missouri and came back.
Punkin?
Yeah.
Oh no, I do believe Punkin got in a couple actual fisticuff fights because of the website.
How'd those work out for him?
Well, listen. I've known Punkin since I was probably 15 years old. Okay, and the one thing I can say about that kid is he ain't never been scared to get his ass whipped.
Hey, that'll go a long way.
Yeah.
I mean,
that means a lot. That's better than just being a pussy.
I'm not saying he can fight, and I don't think I've ever actually heard him claim that he could fight, or that he was good at fighting, or that he even liked to fight. But
He ain't scared to lose one.
He was not scared to take an ass whipping, and he would jump. I mean, he would not back down. I mean, I've seen that guy run into a group of 60 or 70 people by himself swinging a baseball bat. Now, they took it from him and beat the fuck out of him and his truck with it for an hour until the news crews got there.
Yeah, but you got to give the guy some props, man. He's got some nuts.
He was there to handle business.
He looked at all his buddies and said, "Let's get these motherfuckers." He took off running, and all his buddies just stood there, and so did I. And he ran right up in the middle of them.
So there I was watching Punkin get beat down.
Hey, and it was in the Walmart parking lot, and all these guys had went to the garden center at Walmart and took all of the bricks and the pavers.
Oh,
And
Jesus.
they were throwing him at him, and dude, they beat the fuck out of Punkin's truck. Oh, it was bad. It was over a street race. One of our buddies, or some guy that we knew, got into a race with another rival street race gang.
Got into a race like it's just something that fucking like you got a disease or something. He had
So that
He caught a street race.
He caught a street. He was just out there hanging out.
Street races jumped out of the bushes and he caught it.
Street race caught him.
Sometimes street race happens. You know what I mean? Hide your kids, hide your wives. This shit, street races just happen.
So there I was on Saturday night and caught a street race.
Street race don't care about white lives matter, black lives matter. They don't.
No,
they
it's
don't
like,
care.
hey man, what happened to Tristan? Oh man, he caught a street race, dog.
He's fucked up.
Yeah, poor guy wasn't even about that life.
Yeah, he's stuck in county now after catching a street race.
Just turned around, got hit with a street race, didn't even see it coming or nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah, back then there were street racing gangs. I'm telling you.
Like WOT.
Well, that was a gang. That was one of the main gangs.
Was it?
I'd call that in the biker world that we'd be like the 1%ers of the street race gang.
Yeah, we're the legit gang.
But dude, I mean, I'm not kidding you. Like that, it doesn't exist as much anymore. But back then in Oklahoma City, there were groups of street race gangs, you know what I mean? And what's funny is that the street racers in Oklahoma City were always a little bit off, you know what I mean? So you always had most of the group of street racers that like to fight.
Well, most racers in general are guys that usually weren't very good at sports, and so this is something they can be good at. So they take it serious.
Or they were good at sports but really good at drugs.
Oh yeah, that too.
Or
and they
were
fucked it
really
all
good at
up,
sports.
so they're going to make
They're
up for
really
it.
good at sports, but then they get too old to be good at sports.
So now they're gonna
and
get
you
in
gotta
something
be
and
good at
drive it.
something else. That's kind of where I came from.
Well, like look at every other facet of the world. Like you have motocross guys, you have bicycle guys, and you have extreme sports guys. Well, when they get old or they can't do it as well anymore, they jump in a car or a truck
Yeah,
or
monster
They will carry them somewhere.
rally car,
All they gotta do is push
or
gas.
something. Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah, like Dave Mira and all
Dave
the
Merritt
guys.
jumped in a casket, but that's kind of fucked up.
Why you gotta go? Why you gotta go
You didn't know
there?
Dave Merritt died?
No,
Yeah, bro.
are you
Yeah.
serious?
Yeah, he's been dead a minute.
God dang.
Holy shit!
He wrecked his bike.
Nah.
No, wasn't a
Yeah,
bike wreck.
internal demons, brother.
Damn!
Yeah. That gets the best of them.
Holy shit!
One of those.
No, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Man, he was
So-
the '90s king.
Yeah, he was.
He was a 2000s king too. He triple flipped in 2000.
Man,
and something.
hey, he was pretty damn good in that
double
rally
flip.
car.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, he was backflipping until he was like 38, 40 years
Yeah,
old.
he was old out there.
Yeah, the dude could bicycle. He could 20-inch.
I
you know
agree.
what I mean?
I agree. I cannot.
So, but back in the day, like there were all these groups. There was the WOT group, which I liked to claim I was a part of that. Me and Dave and Craig and a bunch of guys, and then Wiley and my roommate Jeremy Drogue, Cappuccino is what we called him, and you know, there was a group of us that we all kind of lived in the same area, that Northwest 39th and MacArthur Meridian area, Northwest 63rd MacArthur area, you know, and then Bethany War Acres type shit. And then there was like AP, which was like the bizarro world WOT, you know. They were like they owned a shop called American Performance, and I think they did some other stuff out of that shop. But, but they always had some fast shit here and there, you know, and there were, you know, a family. They were a family of people that like to fight and get rowdy, and then Matt Ashar, he was a part of the AP deal, and a couple of guys were in AP, and they had some fast shit here and there. And then there was Clean Motorsports out of Moore, and they were, you know, like what you can imagine Clean Motorsports is. You know what I mean? Like they had the really nice F bodies and Camaros, you know, and then
real uppity Moore people.
Then, I mean, you had like all the way back to like when I was 16. I mean, you had this one called TikTok or some shit, and that was like Tony Maxey, who owns Maxey's motorcycles on 39th. He had one of the fastest LS1 or LS1 Camaros of anybody. Zodi was in that, a bunch of those guys, and then there was like more that kept popping up, and then there was like the Honda ones, you know, when the Fast and Furious thing happened. Then there was a bunch of Honda groups, you know, and there were Asian groups and Mexican groups, and it was like,
what was the Edmond guys' names?
E-Town?
No. There was East Side. There was E-Town and East Side. East Side
Racing was from Choctaw.
East Side Racing, like Steven Strong.
Steven Strong and all those guys.
Steven's little brother and them, they like to fight too, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So like every little group had its thing, you know, and we would always get into it over a stupid street race, and before you know it, you know, and there were the tire biters. You know, tire biters always got you in trouble because there'd be a girl who was riding with one crew.
She'd be trying to get with the other
you
crew.
See them Saturday night, and she's with the other crew, and then somebody's butthurt about it. You know what I mean?
Damn tire biters.
And I'm like, man, you want to whip his ass because he bought the last set of head studs from AutoZone, or is it because your chick's riding in his V6 Mustang? You know. But yeah, that's what happened. Some guy was racing one of the Honda guys on Northwest Expressway. I won't say his name, but he was racing because that shit went down. I mean, I think people died, but he was racing and he won. And then they tried to like jump him or fuck his car up or something. And so then Punkin and TJ and all them, TJ called me. Booger came and got me, and I rode with him out there. And we got there, and Booger was like, "Holy shit, this shit's fucking crazy, dude!" And I mean, I remember they were like trying to throw fucking cinder blocks through people's windshields while they're in the car. One dude drove right over him and shit. Like,
damn,
news was there. Everything. It was a crazy
Sometimes
deal.
you got to get out.
You know, I'm starting to believe that street racing is dangerous.
Yeah, we should.
I mean, it's not the racing part.
Yeah, it's not really the racing part that's so dangerous.
Yeah, we should be.
You only break your back and stuff doing that.
Actual street race is the gateway drug.
Yeah.
Then you end up in a gang and throwing bricks at people.
So, but thank God that Fast and Furious deal's worn out its welcome, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and all those guys bought Camaros and Mustangs
I bet
now.
they're not going to have another one.
No, they are actually.
Yeah, they're already coming out with
It's
it.
already filmed it and everything.
Jeez.
God damn,
Already
Sean's
working on
off
that.
today. Sean's
You know about this.
Sean's like, yeah,
I
no
didn't figure
more.
Paul Walker could do anymore.
You fucked up.
That's two.
That's two.
Two dead people in one show.
Hey, you never know.
So Sean's waiting on Dave Mira's next mixtape.
Waiting on Ja Rule to come out with a mixtape. Dave Mira to do a backflip.
Ja Rule died?
No.
No.
But we ain't seen him in 20 years.
No, I seen him. He's got a reality show.
Does he?
I watched that. Where you been?
I don't know.
I've
been at Dave Mira's funeral.
Yeah, no, he's got full blown kids and everything on this reality show.
Damn.
He's pretty fucking cool, man.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to check it
With a
out.
big fat white chick?
I've only seen no, he's not. Yeah.
He's married to a wife.
Yeah, a big fat white chick with good credit.
Yeah.
Got that good credit.
He got a big old badass house.
I don't know
Either
how.
that or he
Yeah.
plays it on that show.
Or he rented it.
Probably, Airbnb.
Yeah.
Or he took that big badass house from Tupac like he did his style.
Yep.
Whoa.
Damn.
Yeah.
Three strikes, you're out. We got to go.
I'm trying to get this house because I know they're gonna sell it.
He's at the auction trying to get Tupac's house.
Yeah.
Fucking bit his style, bit his house. Bullshit,
Yeah.
man.
Damn it.
Got his bandana.
Even
on his
looked like
head.
him, kind of.
I tried to, for real.
He's only about 2 foot too short.
Yeah, he was like a mini me.
He was the
The only problem was Tupac was like legit. Tupac was like a real gangster.
Well, he was.
Yeah,
He hung
I mean,
around.
what
with
happened
some,
to him?
He hung around with some.
He
real
got
gangsters.
shot and he had died.
The street racing got him.
So
there I was.
Real. I'd call that
So
real.
there I was. The street racing's got me.
Yeah.
Led me right into gangbanging.
That's probably what happened. They were probably rolling down the road, got in a street race. Shit went south. The next thing you know, he got shot.
Trying to pin it on Biggie and everything else.
Well, I mean, I don't know how many more dead people we can talk about today, but we're on a mission here.
Yeah.
We're gonna break the record for dead people on a podcast. I think.
I think that we're down to 9s of listeners again.
Yeah, 9s of listeners.
Yep. Chandra being one of them.
Yeah, she's damn sure listening.
Did you
You
hear
bet
that we
that.
mentioned her on the last?
Oh, she
podcast?
was on it.
Really?
She was like, I heard they mentioned me, and then she just literally stopped what she's doing and listened to the whole thing.
Was she touching herself?
Probably.
Oh, man.
No doubt.
Man. Man.
What? I just
Nothing.
meant like.
This is the truth tree. There's no going
I
too
just meant like.
far.
There's
I just
nothing
meant, like,
sacred here.
Slapping her knee when it
Yeah,
was
there's
funny,
nothing going too far.
You know?
There's no sacred in this group.
No, of course not.
Most of the whole blue group did.
Almost.
But yeah, so McDoogle has been troll since trolling was before trolling was even cool. Was it you that posted the picture of Blazer and Blazer's kid?
Somebody posted a picture of his house and everything.
No. Blazer posted a picture of Bob Bell's house.
Oh,
Bob
that's
Bell's
right.
lost his mind.
right.
remember?
Yeah, literally
Fucking
lost it.
Bobby Firepipes fucking
lost it.
Dude, he went off. We had to call him and be like, "Hey, it's just the internet, bro."
Yeah.
Oh, the fuck it is.
He's got my house on the
House
interwebs.
on the internet.
It was like a full blown bit, like he was outside.
It was like
of
it
his
was like
house
it was like
picture.
Google Street View or
Yeah.
whatever, and he
Yeah.
like posted. He's like, I know where you
But
live.
it was like the military version, you know?
yeah. He had to get your.
Blazer still texts me every once in a while.
Does he?
Yep.
He still trolls us on the internet.
Man, I had him
all the
hot.
time.
But God,
Like he
dude,
texted
That-
me last
that
week
one-
and asked me how we did at cash days and shit.
Blazer
That one
was
post
so-
was like the number 2 viewed post on all of that whole website's history.
Yeah.
Over just trolling Blazer.
Just troll everyone. Just
because he
troll
called Red
Blazer.
Dirt fat.
yeah. Dude, what's fucked up is, I bought a car from him and we drove all the way up to fucking Grand Lake or wherever to get
God
that car.
damn.
And,
That was so funny.
and when I met that dude, I was like, oh my God, you're fucking huge.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
no one
He's like
understands.
7
You
foot
could
tall and
just, like,
400.
smash-
He's a big
You
motherfucker.
could just smash some of these little internet guys, like the E-Town Hustlers. Remember the two brothers, the little bitty brothers?
Oh,
They
yeah.
talked all that shit to Blazer. I was like, dude, Blazer could just like smash you.
Well, remember we went up there and we traded. You traded that car for
I
that
traded
4-wheeler.
my 4-wheeler for a Malibu.
And remember when he was riding that 4-wheeler when we left? Hey, this. I'm not real sure if this motherfucker had ever been on a 4-wheeler before, but he was fucking hauling ass.
It was a
I'm
fast
talking-
4-wheeler. It was bad.
He's rolling through this field.
trying
Man is wide the fuck up.
trying to chase us to let us know that so that we could see him riding wide open on
Yeah.
this DS650.
Well, he was wide the fuck open. And about
80.
Man, he had to have been doing an 80 on this thing, and he's in just like this pasture, and then this big fence comes up, and so you see him lock them motherfuckers.
Just came out of
down.
nowhere. This
I'm
fucking
talking-
fence.
Yeah, dude.
Just jumped right out of
Probably
nowhere.
been there his whole fucking life.
Probably hang out with some street racings
he
and just
locks
jumped
that
up.
motherfucker up. It slides sideways, and we're thinking he's gonna crash that
Dude, he
bitch.
put his
fucking any
legs
time.
out like he was like gonna like try and brace it if it goes over, and I was like, yeah, that's just gonna break your fucking.
We were
big
just waiting on
ham
him to
hog
crash.
knee.
He didn't though.
No, but I never should have bought that car, man. On the test drive, the muffler fell
It
off.
did. I remember that.
Dude, we're
shit.
just riding along, and all of a sudden it fucking gets really loud in there, you know. Jesus.
What car was it?
It was a 80 Malibu or 78 Malibu.
Yeah,
I remember when you got that. Yeah,
primer block.
that didn't last long.
No, I sold it to.
It wasn't me. I got mine from a crackhead.
I sold it to a guy.
Well, maybe,
I sold it.
maybe
Yeah,
I
that was
ended up
another
with
car that he had.
Remember my homeboy from Fort Smith,
Yeah,
Arkansas?
Badco or whatever. What? That was. Didn't he run with the Badco company?
Remember he
Hey, that rig was nice for this.
remember he bought it for his girlfriend, and I remember they had come to the city and raced that. They had an S10 Blazer that.
Yep.
It wasn't no joke on the street.
No, but
it was fast.
white or something.
It was
wasn't
white.
it?
Yeah, something like white. But
Yeah,
and
it was a little off-white something.
man, it wasn't no joke on the street. But dude, he brought his girlfriend with him, and
No.
She was something. She was real native, and she had the idea that if you pull your thong up to your armpits, that was cool and sexy, and wear a belly shirt.
Oh,
And she was, and I mean, she didn't have a bad body or nothing. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm guaranteed this chick partied, guaranteed. And
That's how he met her.
you still got her number or anything?
Yeah.
and they were in Oklahoma City street racing one night, and I was like, man, Fort Smith must be a rough place. These cats they're tough. They like to party. And he didn't give a fuck, dude. He unload that Blazer anywhere and race it. He never put it back on the trailer. Remember, he unloaded it at Sonic and left his badass truck and trailer at Sonic.
I remember that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, the day. Those are the days, man. Speaking of those,
Too bad somebody fucking ruined street racing.
Yeah, motherfuckers.
who did?
I don't know. It's just what I've heard.
I read on the internet.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bob freaked out when he posted his
God, he
picture.
did.
Remember back in the day, back then though, it was the internet, and if it was on the internet,
fucking kids
everybody
on the interwebs.
everybody could get your shit off the internet, and the cartels were going to come and kidnap you and shit. Like that was the internet was scary back then. Like,
You know that website and you is really I can define the turning point I turned into a troll. Like I used to get mad in that website and I wanted to like hunt people down and fight them. And the one day you messaged me, I didn't even know you hardly, and you're like, "Hey man, calm down, bro. It's just the internet." And that stuck with me ever since then. So now I just fuck with people. And it's like, why are you mad? It's just the internet.
yeah, it's just the internet. This doesn't count in real life.
Yeah, it's not even real life. We wouldn't say this shit to each other's face. You know that. We'd be like, "Hey man, what's going on?"
Yeah, well, except for you and Reaper.
Yeah, I'd probably say it to his face.
But Francisco
He wouldn't do nothing,
Vega. Francisco
he's good
Vega.
too.
He's a good troll.
If you guys like a good troll, go get on Facebook and go find Francisco Vega, because he's one of my favorite trolls now. He has excelled in trolling. He makes the funniest pictures of.
You'll get yourself tangled with him and not sure what's going on. He'll have you so fucking mad.
He will keep going, and you know he's Boosted's like Prodigy. Boosted was one of the original trolls. You know,
Boosted's calmed down on the internet though.
Yes.
Boosted
Not in
was a
person,
troll.
though.
Before I even had my own website, Boosted was a troll. You know.
Yes.
I mean, Boosted would troll you on a bathroom stall at the truck stop. You know what I mean? Like,
He'd put your number in a bathroom stall.
He's so fucking. He's smart.
He's quick-tongued.
sarcastic, and god damn, he can make you mad fast.
Real quick.
every once in a while
0
you see
to
that-
100
every
real
once in a while
quick.
You see that come back out of
And that's what I like about him. Every once in a while, still on the show, you'll see that
Yeah.
come out in him, and I'm like, oh, it's the old Boosted.
Usually in the
and I get
driver's
excited
meeting.
for a minute, and then he calms down real quick. I wish, well, yeah, till he does it to me, and then I'm pissed off. I'm gonna choke his fucking ass. But then he's always got fucking that bad bitch, fucking Kayla, running around with him nowadays. So I might think twice.
Then you're like, man, I ain't trying to fight Boosted because I got to fight her too.
Yeah, exactly.
I was
I ain't trying to
wondering-
fight Kayla.
I was wondering when he got her pregnant. I was like, dang, like Boosted's going to be a family man or whatever. No. He's just trying to lock her down as a bodyguard for the rest of his life.
Yeah,
You know what
he
I mean?
carries her around everywhere with him.
Yeah, he does.
He don't
Like,
get beat up. I don't
You know-
think he's been beat up since he's been
hell
with her.
no. All he's got to do is jingle that leash a little bit. And
You know
fucking
damn good and well,
everybody-
you haul off and punch Boosted, she's going to hit you right in the side of the head.
She's going to be
With
on-
something.
Yep.
Yeah, with something.
You're gonna connect with him, and then she's gonna go whop
Then she's
right in
gonna
the side of
beat
your
old
head.
lady's ass. too.
Yeah, and yours.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's good to have her on your side, though.
yep. That's why I quit trolling her. Me and her's been friends lately.
Yeah, no, she tried to fight somebody's old lady at on the filming a couple
Yeah,
weeks ago.
for me, though.
Yeah.
That was fucking
It
awesome.
was awesome. Or for me. They weren't really mad at you.
Oh.
They were more mad at me.
Yeah, because you fucked him.
Yeah, I guess I did somehow.
But I was racing the dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
She,
Kayla's like, you picked the
and
wrong bitch.
Kayla's pretty small now. And they
Oh.
just picked her up, and she's just like,
Yeah.
her little feet and arms are kicking. Yeah, I'm like, let her go. It's like one of those wind-up cars, you know, you spin it real fast and then just.
If he would have dropped her, she'd have been right over to
See
her.
her arms and hands just going.
Probably would have been able to see her feet. It'd be like a smoke cloud around.
Remember those little cords you put in the back of your little Matchbox car and you rip it and it's like take off.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's happening right now. But yeah, so go if you get a chance, Francisco Vega. Here's what he did yesterday.
So it was great.
Daddy Dave posts on Facebook that he's looking for an intercooler for his daily driver pickup project. He wants to go turbo. And when he posted it, he said, "Who's got a intercooler for 1,000 horsepower air to water, whatever, for my S10
that I can have?"
And he didn't say that I can have. He said, "What do you got?" He said, "Let me see what you got."
Wow.
And Francisco Vega is one of the first ones to comment, and he comments, "We've got one in stock, bro. Call the shop." And he posted a phone number, and the phone number was to the Oklahoma gay hotline. And like, you call this number so that you can listen to other dudes do it, or you can talk to a dude about doing it, or whatever you can do.
You might set something up.
You could, and I guess it's pretty graphic, and I guess it's pretty loud. So he posts that phone number, and then Dave sends him a message on Facebook. He says, "When do you want me to call?" And he's like, "Call right now. We're here." And
He don't realize it's 405 number.
And he probably didn't know that he wasn't from the 405. You know what I mean? So he got him pretty good on that one. And then he posted
Dave thought,
up.
well, it's local.
Yeah, Dave thought,
They might even deliver it.
I'll get a free intercooler right here in the city. I ain't even gotta have it shipped.
And then, but nope. All he was gonna get was dick.
Hot wiener.
Hot wiener. No intercooler for you.
No intercoolers, only hot wieners.
You get inner heat.
God, that's hilarious.
So then inner meat. So then he thought that was so funny that he tells me, he's like, "Have Kai Kelly call into the podcast and do it on the air, and text Kai and tell him to call the podcast and give him that phone number." And I thought that was fucking hilarious, but I was like, "We're not doing a podcast today. It's not Tuesday."
Yesterday wasn't Tuesday. Today's Tuesday.
We can't do one. It's not Tuesday.
We do them every Tuesday, though.
Yeah.
Well, then he wasn't done. So then he makes a post that says the Chief and Shawn show, and it says they're taking live callers right now. And he posted that fucking phone number, and all these people are commenting on it like, "What the fuck?
It's busy. I can't get through." He's like, "Just keep calling."
Just keep calling. They're getting a lot of calls right now. Keep calling.
Really should be.
The gay hotline lit up, bro. Like, yesterday,
it
the
was
Oklahoma gay
fucking
hotline, they were
cool.
calling in gays from everywhere to fucking come and say, "We need more gays."
Oh, man.
They're running out of wiener.
That's probably more traffic than they've had in a long time. There's meat everywhere.
We need more meat.
We need more meat.
There's not near enough swinging dicks around here to take all these phone calls.
We're gonna have girls with deep voices.
Oh, God. So one guy said that he called it from his work on speakerphone. And, of course, when it answers, like, I guess it's pretty graphic.
Everybody
Let's call it.
heard it.
Where's our phone?
We're going to call it.
On speakerphone. Let's see what it sounds
Okay.
like.
All right.
I want to know what it says when they answer. Because, like, God, it's so funny, dude.
I hope it's something cool.
I'm sure it's two dudes
There it
fucking
is.
or something, right? All right, what was that phone number?
I know it by heart.
Yeah. Sean's got on speed dial number 3.
It's in my favorites.
He just says, "Siri, call home."
Sean's
Yeah. Phantom post that fucking gay deal in the group text the other day. I didn't even notice it was two dudes.
Sean's like, "What are y'all laughing about?"
You know, what's the problem? And then somebody said something about two dudes, and then I looked at the picture, and yeah,
All right,
It was
let's see here. It's 4166.
yeah. Boosted got Derek on that same thing yesterday too.
Welcome to Pride Line, the busiest chat line in America, meeting local guys. It's always real, always live, and always fun. You must be at least 18 years of age to use this service. We do not pre-screen our members and assume no liability should you meet someone through this service. Now, get ready to have some real fun. We may also send you text messages. If you don't want to receive messages, reply with stop.
Reply with no meat.
Message and data rate may apply.
Meat for me.
Reply.
Here is some
Reply
information for
vegetarian.
you. You can press any key to interrupt this prompt whenever you're ready to get started.
Let's get fucking started.
This way, you'll know your way around. This service is for men looking to meet other men, and there are two main ways to do it. Cruise through the live connector to meet guys who are on the line right now waiting to meet you. Listen to the recorded greetings to find exactly what you are looking for. Then, get to know them better by sending private messages.
Look, man, we're looking for meat and an intercooler.
Oh, we heard y'all had an intercooler and some meat.
Francisco's the greatest.
He's a good troll, man. He really is.
Francisco Vega, man, he's the best.
Yeah.
And he's street.
He does
He's
street.
street. We went to Cash Days
Cash Days.
last weekend. The real deal. The
It's
actual.
so funny because we were just talking about that. Last Tuesday.
You would have
on the
thought.
podcast.
You would have thought it was like we knew.
Yeah,
So here's what
it
happened.
must have been last Tuesday.
It must have been last Tuesday. Wasn't this Tuesday?
Are they all? Is every day a Tuesday?
Wasn't this Tuesday?
Well, what happens is Limpy from DFWSS, or DFW actually, he's the godfather of Cash Days. He's the one who started it. Everybody else that's had a Cash Days or that's thought they were going to have one or calls their shit Cash Days, they're all fake, poser, bullshit, whatever.
Phonies.
Agreed.
You're a big fat phony.
Well, Limpy started it. Okay, he had the first one. It's his. We have respected him and Cash Days enough that he has like licensed us, if you will, in the 405 to have Cash Days here. And we worked together, and we would have one down there, and then one up here, and then one down there, and then one up here, and we worked together. You know what I mean? We were respectful.
Yes.
But now you got everybody in the country wanting to have a Cash Days, and it's really disrespectful because a lot of the times the way they're doing it isn't what Cash Days should be about. It isn't what Cash Days is. Cash Days is everything. It's the only thing that matters in street racing is Cash Days. Okay, so.
Well, that's why we did. That's why we did all this.
That's
That's
the
why
whole
That's why we
reason.
got the list.
It was a
That's
year
why-
worth of list racing for one
Yes.
weekend.
That's the
Well, it was
whole
actually
reason.
the last week. Yeah. And then it got real hectic that last week because you try to get in the top 5.
So you could go.
I was always in the top 5, so.
But that was the whole reason to start the list. Is Limpy said, we're going to have Cash Days. I'll give the 405 3 or 4 spots. You decide who goes. Well, I don't know how to decide who goes, so I made up a list of top 10, and we'll just take from the top. It's the easiest way to do it. And if you're broke, we'll go to the next guy, right? That's, and then
Yes.
and then the rest of the guys are alternates, whatever. Well, that's why we started the whole list, was just to see who could be. Cash Days was what mattered, so we started a list just so that we could be in Cash
Yeah,
Days.
because before that, we were just out racing, like on a Saturday night. Nothing.
We were
it
just
really
we would
never
just-
meant nothing.
We
just
would
like,
race
just a
each
grudge
other.
race.
Yeah, we would race each other. We'd race whoever, or we had those little gangs, and we would race each gang or whatever. Or we would go to car shows. Outside of our little town, we'd go to Vernon and Wichita, and we go to all these car shows looking for street races, and you could always find a street race at a little car show. Well, then this Cash Days thing happened, thanks to the internet. We found out about it, and we went down there, and we were, ever since then, it's been a big deal to us, and it's meant a lot to us. Well, Limpy is the godfather, and he's tired, I guess, because he quit for a long time.
He did.
He couldn't handle the people bitching at him about it.
But
Because
he even turned one over to Boosted, right?
Yep.
And had Boosted run it.
Yeah, well, because he was tired of listening, because it's a lot of work to put on a Cash Day.
Yeah.
And if something goes wrong, that's on Limpy's shoulders. And he got tired of dealing with that. And, he had gotten in a car accident or something, and he was, I just remember for a while there, he just didn't even want to come out at all. He had that little Jeep Cherokee, remember, and he just didn't want to do nothing. And so he just said, fuck it, I quit. Y'all are disrespectful. You don't listen to me. You don't do what I say. You hit the spots every night. Like, fuck it, I quit. Y'all deal with it on your own.
Well, that's a lot of work driving around. I mean, nobody knows more than you. Driving around looking for spots. I mean,
God,
you
dude.
have to
Months
You
ahead of
have
time.
to stake that shit out because you have to know. I mean, if you show up at 1 o'clock and there's nobody there, that don't mean somebody's not going to show up at 3.
No, you have to
and
sit
ruin
there.
your whole.
You have to
fucking
sit there
night.
all night to
You have
figure
sit
out
there
because
all night figure out people's schedules.
Out of the 5 different spots that you have to figure out which spot you can hit at what time. So if you get busted at this spot at 1, you may not be able to go to the spot you want to go to between 2 and 3.
Yes.
You got to be careful of that. And who knows when the fucking sprinklers are going to come on? So then you got to figure out where's the
we've ran into
controls.
that.
Where's the control box for the sprinkler system so that you can turn it off the day before?
And then you got to remember to turn them back on.
Yeah, then you got to remember to turn them back on, or they're going to go, hey,
somebody's been here. Let's get
somebody-
a security guard.
Let's get a security guard. Somebody's messing with our sprinklers.
Got to always have those
and
people
it looks
that
like
pick
somebody
up fucking
ran over
trash.
It looks like somebody ran over some paint.
Yeah, somebody ran through all this fucking paint out here.
There's some black paint everywhere.
And then you got to have the people who stick around afterwards because people don't give a shit. They throw trash everywhere.
Yep.
And if there's trash everywhere, then the people are going to get fucking smart and start getting security guards.
Yeah, and then some of the security guards are top flight security. You know
Which
what I mean?
They're
turns
serious.
into what we did with the cop car.
You can't pay some security guards. Some security guards just don't want money or anything.
They're
just
serious.
They just
Yeah,
want to
hey,
shoot you.
They get their $8.50 an hour, and they're serious.
Hey, but a lot of them
do want money. Hey,
Couple $100 would go a long way.
We damn near cut the pot in half before paying security guards.
Yeah, there was one time when a security guard kept upping it on us, and we were just like, "This sucks," but I mean, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's making the rules.
You know, yeah, you got to do it. Yeah, because you got to get the race done. There's guys from all over the country here to make this happen, so you got to get it done. So anyway, Limpy had to deal with all that. Well, after dealing with that for so long, and people not respecting what he had to do, and not dealing, not listening to him, and not giving him his due, finally he just said, "Fuck it, why am I putting all this work into this if I don't even race?" So he said, "I'm gonna put a car together and I'm gonna start racing." Well, the racing scene went to shit after Limpy quit. You know what I mean? Because
it was like Dallas Fort Worth just froze.
Well, because there's no one there wanted to be the leader. Boosted tried for a little while, but
he's so busy running around doing other stuff.
Boosted has a race in a different city every day.
And he's got a full blown, pretty important job.
Yeah, he's like a fucking.
Yeah,
he's in Italy like every other week.
Hey, whenever Street Outlaws came available for all of us, we said, "Fuck our other jobs." It was like, hell no, man, I can't quit this job. He's got like a full blown badass good job.
And still manages to get out.
Yeah.
No, I think he has like security level fucking VIP, I don't know, like hidden secret credentials and stuff. Like he's a big deal.
Yeah, well, last time I talked to him, he said that the people that work with him and shit still don't know that.
Yeah,
he's on the show or anything.
He's like,
that he's on number one rated.
He's like Clark Kent.
He puts his glasses on and he's like, "No."
He's like, "No, that's
what is street racing?"
Yeah, that's not me.
He puts his fucking Dockers on, and no one realizes it's the same guy. They're like, "Man, that boosted GT sure is cool.
Yep.
You should be more like him, Clark."
Yeah.
I've never heard of the street racing.
Clark worked at the Daily or the Global,
the Daily Global or
Daily
something
Globe
like that.
or something. Yeah,
the Daily Globe. Yeah.
Well, Boosted works at some kind of deal like that, but it has to do with like missiles or something.
Yeah.
Defense. So Boosted tried for a little while, but he's just got too much shit going on. He can't fucking run shit. So then it just went to shit. Everybody quit racing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Cars stayed the same.
And because why would they do anything if nobody's racing them? Why would they fuck with them?
Ronnie Pace was like the only guy that would race out of that whole group.
White boy, but a lot of guys went track racing. You know what I mean? A lot of the guys did. They were like, well,
student driver.
There's 4 tracks in 15 minutes of DFW.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't if you got all this shit and you can't street race, just go to the track? And that's what they did. And so anyway, long story short, Limpy decided that he's tired of everybody putting on these bullshit cash days and everybody trying to act like they know what the fuck's going on when the guys that are putting on these cash days have never even been to a real one. You know what I mean? They don't know what it's about. They've never been to one. There's guys putting on cash days at racetracks. There's guys putting on cash days at airports. There's guys putting on cash days at fucking there's guys putting on small tire cash days, that like with like how can you have a small tire cash days like if
cornfield cash days?
Yeah, cornfield cash.
You fucking can't.
You
man.
can't have a small tire cash days
it's
without
bullshit.
Well, and if you're gonna have a cash days,
slow car cash days.
Well, yeah, slow car was a bit. We actually had slow car cash days.
That. I had one of those.
It was sucked though because like, what do you do when you go to work Monday and they're like, what'd you do this week? And I was in slow car cash days. What'd you do? I won. So you're the fastest slow car? Like what the fuck? But
I had won that in the death trap.
It was a big deal to us, So, but we called it like it was. It's slow car cash days. We didn't call it small tire cash days. You know what I mean? We didn't call it whatever. Like if you're gonna have a small tire cash days, how can you have a small tire cash days without the fastest small tire street racers? You know what I mean? You can't have a small tire cash days without Boosted GT and Kamikaze and Chuck and those guys. Like, I mean, what? Come on, man. Anyway, so finally Limpy got tired of it, and he decided he's going to put on a real cash days, a real deal cash days. And the rules, he brought back the old school rules.
Yes.
Murder Nova is king.
And the rules said it's invite only, 16 cars. You have to be a street racer. Your car has to be a street race car. And no pro mods. Those were the original rules. So I wasn't allowed to race in cash days.
Wah, wah, wah.
I felt like Rudolph.
Crow mod is a pro mod.
I felt like Rudolph. They didn't let me play in any of the reindeer games.
No, but-
because I had a shiny red nose.
Hey, we could sit and joke about it all we want, dude, but it hurt you.
Nah, it did.
I could tell all last fucking week, and I'm fucking so excited. I can't really sit still.
It hurt him so bad he drooped his shoulders. His neck looked about that wide.
Yeah.
His old skinny neck. And
I'm so fucking excited. I can't hardly sit still, and then I have to look at him, and I know he's excited for me, and I know he's excited to go to this deal. But man, it's just like in a real cash days when we're all in it, and I win one round, but then your best friend fucking loses first round. You can't be real excited because you know he's so down. You know?
Yeah, but at least he was there.
Yeah, I know, but I could tell how bad it was eating you up last week.
Sorry, I'm gonna get fucking mad, dude.
I could tell it was eating you up pretty bad last week, and I would have too, dude. If they wouldn't have let me in, I'd have been hurt. You know,
Cash Days is everything. Okay, Cash Days is street racing. Cash Days is the biggest illegal street race in the United States, and when Limpy puts on a Cash Days, that's OG. That's Limpy putting it on NDFW. Like, that's the fucking deal. That's it.
yeah.
That's it. It's the Catalina. There's nothing else. It's Cash Days, right? And it's fucking awesome. And I couldn't fucking race in it. How bad does that suck? I have a car that runs, and I couldn't fucking race in Cash Days. Yeah.
And it fucking runs good.
And it runs fucking good. And I can't race in Cash Days, man. It hurt me to the core. Like, no one will understand how bad that fucking hurt.
I had a pretty good idea all week.
Yeah, well, fuck you.
But I got to go.
Yeah, you did, you mother effer.
That was your first Cash Days?
No.
I was fixing to say, holy shit, are you kidding me?
No.
There's thousands of people there.
Yeah,
Man.
dude. Hey, and it was the cool thing about this Cash Days is it was the real fucking deal. Like, we met in an industrial park behind a warehouse, and there's nothing for miles, and you pull behind this warehouse, and there's 3,000 people standing in a circle.
I have no idea how we used to get those off. There would be a line of cars 3 miles long filing
Same
in.
way,
It was
same
that
way we
way.
did it this way.
It was
God
that way.
almighty. I didn't get to go, but man,
It was that way, dude. It was in fucking incredible.
my
And
first one, I was like, whoa.
I just
People
looked,
just filing in.
I pulled behind that warehouse, and I was like, oh my god.
I got
here we
out. And I
are.
was just like, this is it. This is it.
And it's not like street racing normally, because street racing normally you usually know which spot you're going to, or you're at the spot and you know who you're racing or whatever. Man, this deal, you don't know the road. You've never seen the road. No, you never raced on the road. You never made a hit on the road. You don't know anything fucking about it. So it's like it's tough to do anything in Cash Days, especially when Cash Days are real legit Cash Days. That's why no one will understand why we talk so highly of like Ronnie Pace and White Boy and Murder Nova and the Sonoma, and Dave and all that stuff. It's because they won multiple Cash Days, you know what I mean? Or in Doc, he won a Cash Days. Like, when you win a Cash Days, like, it's a big deal because you were able to get your car down whatever was thrown at you that night when the cops were coming. You know what I mean? Like, it was insane. But
Back then, you didn't have 300 passes on the same road with data.
you still don't on the real street.
no, man.
You only
No,
have
I mean,
that on
like-
you only have that on the show.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like
we knew
it's a
we
lot
wasn't
different now on the show.
Yeah, we knew we wasn't going to be on a good fucking road.
Yeah, and what really sucked is we were supposed to film the season finale for the show last weekend.
How'd that work?
And, well,
We had other shit going
I
on.
can tell you,
You made some friends.
I've had a few jobs in my day. I think it was up to 27 different jobs before I decided I didn't want to work anymore. And, yeah, and every one of those jobs I called in sick to a lot. And it wasn't that big a deal. It was like, well, Chief's not going to be here, so I guess those dishes aren't going to get done. Or Chief's not going to be here, so I guess that ditch ain't going to get dug. Or Chief's not going to be here, so I guess that fucking thermostat ain't going to get hung. Or Chief ain't going to be here, that chili's not going to get made. Like, wasn't that big a deal. But man, when I called into work and I said, hey, yo,
Man, I ain't feeling good.
I said, look, the Murder Nova's sick. It's not gonna make it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay here with it and take care of it. And
It's got a limp.
the murder note's grandma died.
Yeah.
You know, and
I've been in the computer all
Murder
day.
Nova's got a family union we forgot about.
we got to go to Dallas to his murder note's grandma's funeral. You know, like she was a good old car. You know, and like, dude, man, it was they weren't happy. You know what I mean? Because we got guys coming from all over for this finale. You know, and they couldn't. I mean, dude, it was like, what do you mean you're not gonna? What do you mean? What? Wait. What do you mean?
Yeah, we're just not going to be there.
I'm not gonna be here. They're like, we've spent all this money to make this happen. We are literally 6 days away from the finale. Travel, hotel rooms, planes, everything, and what? And I'm like, yeah, we're not coming.
Yeah. Let us know how that works out.
And I said, y'all can do it without us or no, I don't really care, but like, we're not coming. And finally, you know, I had to tell him, like, look,
You should have checked my job history before you
It's,
got me in on this.
Yeah.
look, it's cash days, and I'm gonna take a personal day,
Or two.
It might take more than one day.
and dude, it was like everything fucking came crashing down. They were mad. They weren't happy about it. You know, whatever. I mean, what are you gonna do? You know. We're you know.
We
and then
did what we were gonna do.
What sucks is that I had to contact the people that were coming for the finale, and I won't tell you like what the finale was about, but there were racers coming here to race us. You know, big guys, big name guys. You know, big name guys. And
it's going to be amazing.
And
just not on the same weekend as Cash Days.
It's not. I mean, now how amazing can it be? Now we just went to Cash Days. You know what I mean? That's like your old lady's. You know, had prom with Mandingo, and then and then you're taking her next year. You know, like yeah, it's the senior prom, but I mean, she went junior prom with Mandingo. You know what I mean? Got just big giant face loads. Douche.
Just all in her face, just douche.
It's like consolation prize. Man, that's the best I got.
You know, yeah, she's hot and everything, but like, what about last year though, bro?
But damn.
You know, yeah, you got her a limo and he took her in a Cutlass, but
Yeah.
oops. So, anyways, I had to text these guys and tell them. You know what I mean? I had to text PD Smallblock. I had to text Brian Davis. I had to text Bodie. And I had to text guys like that and say, yo, you know that thing we've been planning for a long time? Not going to make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Turns
gonna
out
rain check
we're
that.
sick.
And they were like, what? You know, they're like, what the fuck? And I'm like, yeah, sorry, bro. Like, it's Cash Days. Like, it's a real Cash Days. There's no way that I can get on television for every day of my life in front of millions of people and say, I am street. And then skip Cash Days.
While they're streeting.
Yes.
There's people actually streeting. Street racings are happening in Dallas.
And you're over here saying, I'm street.
And I'm mic'd up. Like, wait, you guys know that the street racings are getting people right now. Like, I need to.
There's street racings in every street down there. There's industrial parks full of street racings.
Yeah, right now you guys don't even know, but there are industrial parks that street racings are happening. Like,
Man.
and I'm not there. No.
Yeah.
No.
That wasn't
And
going to work out for us.
What's cool though, what's cool is I'm excited that the people that I had to text were, either real street cats or at one point in time real street cats or live for it, love it, whatever, but they got it. You know what I mean? Like they did. They really got it. And it was crazy. Like I had to text PD Smallblock and I said, sorry, pimp, I'm in some deep shit here, and the TV show is going to kill me for this, but Limpy is throwing a real legit Cash Days in DFW, and I will not miss that for the world. We're not going to be able to make your race here in OKC that we have set up. I hope you and your crew understand. I'm sure you won't, but I'm not going to be here to listen to all the bitching anyway. I'll be at Cash Days, real shit over TV all day. And I said, I can't claim street if I ain't street. And PD says, I hear you on that, bro. Are we going to reschedule? Like,
No big deal.
yeah, I mean, just like I get it. Like, what can you say? You know what I mean? And
Everybody else was getting down.
everybody was getting down. You know what I mean?
I didn't
And
want to be the
then
only one not getting down.
Brian Davis said the same thing. Brian Davis is like, shh, I'm not one to, I'm not going to knock you for that. Like,
Well,
go
yeah,
do your
because now you
thing.
get some more test time with that new car.
But my favorite my favorite answer was Bodie. I said the same thing to him, and I said, sorry, I'm not going to be here. And he said, holy shit, okay, let me check with my guys and change all these flights and shit. I'll probably just do the next week if you can, but let me know. Get right back at you. And then he said, big homie. And if y'all don't know Bodie, his voice, I wish I could do his voice.
Yeah.
He said, big homie, these dudes are throwing a fit. Planes and flights and scheduled days off work. They saying it's impossible to reschedule. One guy even has vacation already paid for and shit. Can't miss it. What you be thinking? And I said, I hear you, boss. I'm down for whatever you want to do. I just ain't going to be here. I'm sorry, man.
Y'all can still come.
And he said, no, I understand. I'm not real big into complaining. So it is what it is, big homie. He said,
That's pretty close.
He said, these dudes are the one crying and shit. So I'm going to tell everyone we're just going to have to reschedule and rebook all these flights. Let me know what's better for you. If not, I'll find some other cars to go. And I was like, you the man. Love you, boss. I said, I knew you'd be the only person on earth to understand this type of shit. He said, I know how it is, big homie. We get a hair up our ass and it's time to go. Nothing else fucking matters. Sometimes people ask us to change and reprioritize our life. And I always say, fuck that. We wouldn't be who he is if we changed this crazy shit about us. So fuck it. Do you, homie? And I was like, yeah.
You know you sound like? What you mean? You people.
I'm the dude playing another dude just playing another dude.
I know exactly who I am.
Pump your
I'm the
brakes,
dude
kid.
playing the dude to playing the other dude.
God damn, I felt like Bodie for a minute there, man. He's God, he's just got the best, coolest voice ever. And
Yeah.
when he said that, I
He's
was
a
like,
smooth motherfucker. That's
Bodie
for
is
sure.
Chief's man crush. That's for damn
but you
sure.
know, I didn't want to. Well, he's also all the chicks' man crush too, though.
He's the only motherfucker show up at street racing sweats, and everybody there want to be wearing them too.
Yeah, dude, he shows up in sweatpants and makes us all look bad.
Yeah.
In sweatpants.
Yeah, sweatpants and,
Hey, and that
brand
one
new
time-
white shoes. They never stepped on a
He
piece
needs
of
to wear a
dirt.
jock strap. Dick just fucking swinging. I'd wear sweatpants size him too.
What? You ain't never seen a
What? You
man
ain't never seen no big dick?
You gonna know today. You never seen no long dicks.
You gonna learn today.
It looked like he carrying around a shovel in his pocket, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Just
Got
sexy
Chief-
as hell, man.
Yeah.
Got them gold ass fucking braces.
Well, or he changes the color of them too.
Yeah.
You know, he changes the color for what the
Yeah.
occasion is. If it's St. Patty Day, he got green. You know what I mean? He'll change the shit up. And I thought I had him one day on the pocket knot, you know, because I saw like it looked like he didn't have a whole lot of money in there like he normally does. I mean, when I say a whole lot, I meant like he looked like he only had about 10 grand.
Yeah.
I had more than that in one pocket, so I was like, oh shit, I think I can get him.
Look, I'm finna
I
big
said,
dick.
I
Big
said,
dicky.
I'm finna fucking big dick the big dick. I said, get your knot out, player. Let's play big bank takes little bank. I pulled mine out, and he didn't even fucking break his face. He said, all right, hang on a second. And he pulled out that one little knot, about 10 grand. And then he said, oh shit. And then he reached in his other pocket. And I was like, oh, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Oh, wait a minute. I didn't know you had two
That's supposed to be
pockets.
the phone pocket. And he pulled out probably 2 phones. And then he pulled out 3 big knots. And I was like, oh, fuck. And he said, no, I got to keep it segregated. God damn, that motherfucker gets me.
He's fucking cool, man.
I like the fuck out of
Hey,
Buddy.
and he's good as gold too.
He is.
Yeah.
He's the kind of motherfucker that says something, it happens.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
no. He don't bullshit.
No,
don't
he ain't
bullshit.
nothing ever came out of his mouth that I thought, he's full of shit.
No,
Hey,
man.
we sitting at 135th and Main. He dropped the trailer door and he was unloading that fucking Nova. He was
would've
going
win,
to
too.
get in Dave's ass.
He would have win.
Oh, yeah. He would have made a hit.
I mean, when David Bird Jones' car got stolen, David Bird Jones was all out. He said, come over here and get my car. He goes, man, they took my truck and trailer too. He goes, I didn't say nothing about a truck and trailer. Get you a flight out here
Yeah.
and get my shit and drive back. Take it for as long as you need it.
Dude.
And just gave him a truck, trailer, and car to race. I mean, for the last 4 months.
Well, you know, Bodie's living right.
Yeah.
You know, he's right with the band.
I thought fucking. So what happened to Birdman's old car? I thought he gave it to
David Bird Jones can't fit in that thing, I guess.
Oh, we couldn't fit in his old car that got stolen.
Well, I guess he could fold up just right in the other one. This one he can't get right.
Fucking 8 pumping a football.
Dude.
God, he'd have that door off. I seen him test out a door on one time. His knee was higher than his
Yeah.
head, and he was like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, he was.
I was like,
Steering
what the
wheel was like at his shins.
Yeah, I mean, he was driving like this.
God, can you imagine big dumb white David Bird Jones hanging out with Bodie? Bodie probably want to smack him all the time. Bodie probably trying to look at him and go, "Shut the fuck up."
You're making me look bad, white boy.
Here come these chicks, man. Shut the fuck up.
Hey, somebody hide that Gentle Giant motherfucker. Here comes some bitches.
That Gentle Giant.
Hey, keep his ass at the hotel. I'm going out.
Yeah.
God damn it. Yeah. He's like, he's too far over. Slap that big tall motherfucker. Because you know David Bird Jones, because he's goofy as fuck, you know. He don't care.
Yeah.
He says dumb shit all the time, and I laugh my ass off. But
Yeah, you're a funny motherfucker.
You can't hang around with Bodie and his crew saying dumb. Like, what if they was at a dice game?
Yeah.
Bird Jones would fuck it all up. You know what I mean? And he'd have to turn and look at him. Hey, shut the fuck up. Somebody get his big ass out of here. Go sit in the back of the truck, motherfucker.
Every time I talk to Bodie, I feel like we're in some kind of deal, though. Like, it's serious.
Well, yeah, you got to
Yeah.
be real careful what you say, because if you
Yeah,
say
because
yes,
then you're going to be locked in.
if you say yes, then he's going to show up and be like,
I called him a couple weeks ago. I texted him. I said, "Hey, man, you got a minute?" And he talked to you about because we have his old engine in Henson's car. I need to find what piston that was so I can get another one. And he's like, "Yeah, let me check on that." and then I get a text back. Goes, "Old boy's gonna call you." I was like, "All right."
somebody going to call you about 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Just play it cool. Old boy gonna call you.
Yeah.
He's going to ask for the white dumb bitch. That's you.
That's you. Hey, make sure you answer.
When he said, "I'm looking for the white dumb bitch," that's you.
You only get one shot at this, and then throw the phone away.
Don't fuck it up, white boy.
Don't fuck it up. Oh, fuck. I can't even imagine. I can't wait to see David Bird Jones and Bodie hanging out.
Yeah.
He probably got David Bird Jones in some cornrows, got his fucking braids all done, probably got gold teeth. Man, wearing sweatpants. Where do you even find sweatpants like that? NBA?
He talked David Bird Jones into losing about 200 pounds.
Really?
Have you seen him lately?
Well,
He's Kentucky's frame and 8
Bodie-
foot tall.
Damn.
Bodie probably got him on the same diet all his chicks is on.
Look, man, my car's not set up for 400.
You too big for my car here.
My car's set up for 185.
You go eat with all the bitches.
Get over there. Get over there, Gentle Giant, eat with the bitches.
Yeah, you gotta sit at the little table, motherfucker.
Look, man, you done had enough. Get up.
Oh, fuck. David Bird Jones will fuck around, walk right through a dice game, kick the dice and money everywhere.
Yeah.
Bodie just
Step
fucking,
right on him, be standing on him.
Bodie just fucking look at him. God damn, you dumb ass motherfucker. Oh, fuck, that's too goddamn funny. Bodie's gonna kill me after this. Nobody tell Bodie, okay? Don't nobody tell him.
Yeah, y'all don't be fucking tagging him and shit.
That's what we call that, dry snitching. And Bodie don't even want to know. If you snitch to Bodie about me snitching on Bodie, he's still gonna be mad at you for being a snitch. So remember that.
Yep.
Remember, before you call Bodie and snitch, he still ain't
Don't
gonna
even
like
send that text message.
He gonna always know you're a snitch.
you. Bodie gonna be like, thanks for the info, you snitch motherfucker.
It's funny because it's true.
And then if you have his number, he gonna put snitch right
Yeah,
next to
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Dry snitching white boy.
Your name is gonna be Snitch Bitch.
Yeah.
Your name is gonna be fucking John Doe. Fucking bury your dumb ass.
I like the voiceover you're doing of him.
I can't help it, dude. His voice is so smooth. No, the first time I met him, we was in California at Izzy's shop, and he comes rolling in there, and I was just like, "Who is it?" I mean, he looked like what's that? Billy D. Williams. You know, he come walking into Izzy's shop looking at Billy D. Williams. I was like, who the fuck is this motherfucker? Got the Allen Iversons in his ears and shit, you know, and
Yeah, he did.
And I was like, damn. I was like, this motherfucker just cool as a fan. I was like, what's up, man? I'm Chief. He said, what's up, big homie?
Is we friends now?
Yeah, I was like, all right, dude, you know. I was like, he looked like he just come from the gym. You know, he's wearing sweatpants and a white T-shirt. Brand new white T-shirt.
Brand new.
Yeah.
Henson, so he come walking Henson shops wearing brand new shoes. He goes, man, you gonna get your shoes dirty? He goes, all right, I got 5 more pair in the truck.
Yeah.
Henson's like, you got 5 pairs of shoes?
Well, the shoes he was wearing was just to go in the machine. These are my machine shop shoes. Hold up, wait, the machine shop. Let me put on my machine shop shoes.
Yep.
Got these new blue joints.
Every one of his shirts is right out of the package, too.
Yep. What it'd be like to be like Bodie, man. God.
Damn. What a life.
So we went, so long story short, we went to Cash Days.
Yeah.
And,
Sometimes you got to go to Cash Day.
and hey, there was
All
some
the time.
real street cats at Cash Days.
There was.
The people, my favorite, of course, aside from my normal favorites, but my favorite of this one, the MVP, was the Arkansas crew.
Yeah.
Precious.
JJ and Precious.
Yes. For sure.
Dude, that dude is something. He's something different.
Something.
I like that motherfucker, dude.
Yeah.
I talked to him for about 5 minutes and realized real quick that I like him.
Yeah, he was
I
like,
did.
hey, man, get her information from Chief and holler at me. He didn't, not his information, her information. Chief got her number. Get her number and holler at me, he said. Like, the first time I met him, she was like, hey, would you take a picture with me? And I was like, fuck yeah, So she hands him the phone. He fucked that deal all up. Like, he's got no fucking idea how to work a phone.
No.
So after 5 minutes of me sitting there with my arm around her waiting to take this fucking picture, finally somebody else had to come and do it.
Yeah, well, he's got that Metro PCS flip phone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It don't do all that.
That cricket phone.
Yeah, you got no apps,
That shit,
What's
my
all
shit
your
don't work
apps,
in
man?
Dallas. My shit don't. My service don't reach this far.
I'm out of network, out of range.
After about 10 minutes of talking to him, I realized, and I can't even tell you what we talked about because it was real shit, but man,
Yeah.
I like the fuck out of that
Yeah,
motherfucker.
yeah,
He
he's
was
cool,
as fuck.
man.
And that chick could drive.
God
She'd treat your
damn.
fucking ass, too.
I got fucked on the light, but
But okay.
she did. She treated
Come
me. I even
on.
said that as soon as I got out. But man,
I couldn't see a light. It was on my hood scoop.
So I'm fucking strapping in the car, and I look over. She's in a full blown tank top,
Yep.
shorts, regular. I don't even know if she had shoes on.
Shoes on.
Just like
Birkenstock.
whatever
Jellies,
they were.
jellies.
I'm talking and straps in that thing.
Jellies. I heard that since
Like,
'96.
No fire suit.
Like nothing, no fire suit.
No.
I'm like, she don't give a fuck about nothing.
Dude, all she gives a fuck about is driving.
Yeah.
She didn't put her helmet on?
No, she did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was
she had a
getting ready to
helmet
say, whoa, that's fucked up. Oh, she had a helmet on. But yeah, I like that whole crew. I like the way they did things.
Yeah, they were cool.
They were legit. They didn't give a fuck. And I won a lot of money on her. So
Yeah. Until she raced me.
I didn't really bet on that one. I bet 500 on
I was
you.
going to say, yeah, you did.
I did take some of JJ's money. It was funny. But every time he won a bet, he'd tell him, he'd look him right in the eye and get real serious. He'd go, you got something belongs to me. And I was like, oh shit, I don't want to be that guy. You know, he fucking walked right up to you. It's all fun and games until you lost the bet. He walked right up to you. You got something belong to me. And I'm like, oh hell, this motherfucker got something belong to JJ, y'all.
Yeah.
Hey, give me
You
shit,
take
man.
that from him.
So that was those were my MVPs. I like that.
Yeah.
It was
fucking cool.
it was good shit. Good shit.
I had a
for
good
sure.
time, man. It was good to be back on fucking,
And Murder Nova showed up and did work. Went to
Yeah.
the finals.
we did pretty good.
We caught a bad coin flip in the final, spun the tires, and
And lost.
we lost.
And we lost, is what happened.
We lost.
And that little truck went straight fucking down through there, man.
That it had.
Hey, he did what he had to do all fucking night. He went A to B, and it just goes to show that the reason that we love Cash Days and we love the street shit. He didn't bring fucking the biggest trailer. He didn't bring the biggest tire, the biggest cubic inch, none of that shit. And he fucking won Cash Days.
No, that's Cash Days. You have to be able to do that. And when I first got there, JB told me, which JB's old school cat. JB told me he won the Winter Nationals, which was what went on in Houston the year before we started Cash Days. The Winter Nationals was like kind of what Cash Days stemmed
in
from.
his old fucking
His white
Chevy
car.
too.
Yep. And he he told me when I got there, he said that his money was on Marcus, and I was like, I don't even know who Marcus is, and he's like, just watch, he's gonna win this deal, and I was like, huh, and hey, sure enough, there you go. At least it was real street cats. A real street cat won it at a real street race. You know what I mean? Like, I like it. It was awesome. It put me in a great mood, except for the fact I didn't get to race in it. And now, if the rules are going to be that we can't race pro mods and cash days, then I just spent $100,000 for no reason.
Then there ain't no sense in having a pro mod.
You think Bodie will help me?
I'll take your pro mod.
I think I should just call Bodie and be like, hey man,
I need a car.
What about that Chevy 2, Bodie?
They said
big homie.
They said I can't race in cash days no more. I'm real sad. Bodie, help me out.
I'm real sad. Help me out.
Bodie got one of them billet Hemis and shit.
Yeah, Bodie likes the bling bling.
It's all billet underneath there.
All right, we got some letters from fans. We're going through. We got a lot of letters from fans, so we're weeding through them here. Weed. This one is from. Man, this could get real. This is sensitive material, guys.
It is.
Watch what you.
This kid don't like Reaper.
We'll watch
Nice.
we'll let McDoogle read that one, but watch what you say about this one, Shawn. This one is to you. It's from the Special Olympics.
They want me to be involved in that deal?
I think that's your call. I think they're saying that you're.
What do you mean to me? It says your name first, Mr. Justin Shear and Mr. Sean Ellington.
I think that they're calling you up to the big leagues.
Fucking hey, I'll go too, man.
Jeffy.
I'll fucking go. My name is Jeffy.
Hefe.
Oh God. Okay, so this one here, I got one here. It says, geez, I don't even understand. This one says, it's from Dave in Michigan. It says, Dear Justin, Big Chief Shear, I called yesterday and I talked to the young woman who answered the phone. Well, I would imagine if you talked to her, she probably answered the phone. I told her of your twitching problem you were having. What the fuck?
You got a twitching
Y'all are
problem?
my fucking boys, and you ain't told me I got a twitching problem.
You got a twitching problem?
Do I have a twitching problem?
You got a few ticks.
Really? Fuck you. Hey, man, fuck you.
You got a couple ticks.
It says Don Garrett's had the same problem with his rear engine dragster at first. He could not fix it. His wife said, I guess you never will. This made him sad, and he thought about it for a long time. What her came up with was lengthening the steering arm to slow down how fast the front wheels turned. Oh, twitching in my car. The front engine cars turned slower for some reason. The rear engine reacted faster. Slowing down the steering fixed the problem. It might help you to slow down your steering by changing the gearing in your rack and pinion.
There you go.
I hope you received the 1997 WDC posters and bumper stickers I sent. You should have 25 of each in a cardboard tube. They were a gift to you.
That's a box.
Huh. Did you get those?
I did,
you
Dave.
need 25 of them.
I did. I got them, Dave. Thank you for those. They're amazing.
These fuckers aren't going to let me fucking compete in the Special Olympics. They want some goddamn money.
Oh, they want you to donate?
No, they want me to donate.
Olympics.
I want to win that motherfucker. If I'm going to be in it, I'm going to win.
What was
it.
that movie, The Ringer?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we said, Jeffy.
Jeffy's
Okay, so now we've talked about dead people
and
and
special.
the Special Olympics. The 8s of listeners, thank you for staying with us.
This is why we're going to hell.
This kid's 14, Austin Shepherd, lives in a small town an hour and 30 minutes south of Kansas City. So nowhere. You literally live
Like Ponca City.
He lives
nowhere. If you live an hour and 30 minutes south of Kansas City,
Oh, yeah.
you live
That's
nowhere.
like Coffeeville area.
You don't even get a town. That's why he didn't put his town on here, because there is not
You
one.
got to name your town in relationship to the biggest town.
It's not on the map.
It says, I'm a big fan of the show that you're not supposed to talk about. I love the podcast. I've listened to every single podcast over 100 times at least. I'm listener 8. Well, that's good, because you're the end.
Good. He's the last
You're
one.
the last one. I started listening to the podcast when episode 5 went up. I sadly have not got to listen to the infamous episode number 3.
That's a good one. That was a damn
This
good
kid's
one.
14. Who the fuck lets their 14-year-old listen to this show? or whatever we call
My
it.
14-year-old probably will.
Yeah.
But I'm a huge fan
I don't
of
have a 14-year-old.
cars. I can't wait to get my permit. My family's really big into street racing. Well, you're in fucking nowhere. That's all you can do out there.
They race to the store and
It's
shit.
flat as fuck too, probably. My brothers and I have practically grew up in the garage. My dad and his friends always had street cars. My dad had a 77 Caprice with a 400 small block bored 30 over to a 406 with dart heads.
At least he nailed that. That's
big
correct.
body with the big body.
Gotta have that 400.
Box. In my box Chevy. My dad had to get rid of that car when my brothers and I came around. So see, there you go, Austin. You're the goddamn reason your old man can't street race no more. I hope you know that, you little motherfucker.
Hope you feel good about it.
I hope you feel good about that. Your dad had a 77 fucking Caprice with a 400 till your ass came along.
Yeah.
Remember that shit. When you
Yeah.
get old enough to have a job, you make some money, get his ass a car.
Yeah. Build one together.
Yeah, do something. Go around playing video games, and all the old man can think about is when his glory days in that Caprice.
Yep.
Had to get rid of it because of you. Diapers and shit. I think the Crow Mod's a sexy beast. It's going to destroy the list. Yeah. And Big Headed Doc. Fucking A, this kid's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. People think Chuck's car... I'm going to be honest. People think Chuck's scary. I think you are more scary than Chuck when you get mad. I thought it was funny when you told Doc to get the fuck out of the driver's truck, and he said no, and you were like, oh, really? People thought it was mean, and I'm sitting there laughing because you made it where it wasn't fun for him.
Yeah, that kid's cool.
He's damn sure listened to all of them.
I'm going to tell you, I know you were trying to be nice to that big guy in American Outlaws Live when he kept talking about the Crow, and I would have probably only told him twice, and then I'd have laid him out.
So
I
he was
would have
there
asked him
too.
how he felt about me wadding up his jaw. Wow.
He was
Austin-
in the crowd whenever
Austin
you got into it with that
Shepherd
guy.
is no joke, too. He won't wad somebody's
That's
jaw.
not the. That,
Whenever I meet that, whenever I build that Impala with my dad, I'm gonna drive it to Oklahoma and meet you guys. And then he put in parentheses, not MEAT.
this kid's on it.
Yeah, dang, this kid's going places.
Yeah, that's fucking
Think
awesome.
about it, Austin. One day you could have your own podcast that nobody listens to. I wish I could go to one of your street races. I'm into drawing right now, and I'm drawing the Crow. When I get it done, I'll frame it, and I hope it's good enough for you to hang it up on your wall in your office. I also wanted to see if you and Shawn would send me a photo, and there you go. Always asking for shit. You was doing fine, Austin. Now you're going to ask me for something. Send me a photo of your guys' autographs so I can hang it up in my room. There's nothing that make me happier to hear you guys read my letter on the Chief and Shawn show. That would mean that we're, hey, dude,
There it
how
is.
lucky did he just get?
Yeah.
It was so long, I almost didn't read it.
We like a couple one-liners.
Well, there you go, Austin. Phantom, have somebody fake me and Son's signature on a picture and send it to him when you get
Yep.
a chance.
Yeah. Break out the stamp.
Get the stamper out.
Stamp that shit.
This one's
Look, I got-
from Jade.
It's missing half a page.
From
or something.
Jade?
Jade.
Well, then we're just not going to read the
Oh,
rest
this
of
one's
it.
from Jade Elizabeth Villanueva.
Who?
Villanueva.
Oh.
Villanueva. My name is Jade. I'm 7.5.
Whoa.
Oh,
Got that half in there.
well, you ain't 7 no more, are you? How are you feeling? I hope your back is feeling better. Aw. I was sad when I watched your car wreck. Yeah, me too. I hope to see you race
52
again,
times.
but please be careful. I live in the 559, but on Mondays it's all about the 405.
Nice.
Best wishes, Jade. And then there's a little heart.
Aw.
It says, tell Shawn I want to drive his car. It's so fast.
You don't want to drive that car.
Yeah. I'm not real sure.
Wait till he gets a new one. It's safer
What do you
looking.
got over there, Monkey? You got anything good?
Nothing. They're asking for things.
What are they asking for?
Let me see.
Why would people call to ask for things? Oh. Ooh. What do you got over there, McDoogle?
Man, mine's hard to read, but there is a paragraph I want to point out
Read
here.
that. Let's do that then.
This one from Haddon M. Hines. It's really tough to read on some of it, but I'll read the last paragraph. He's like, he thinks the new Sharks is a good idea. This season should be a good one. There's going to be fights. I don't like Reaper as much. He's so cocky. I like his car, but on 5/16/2016, I kind of hope it would blow up.
It did.
The rest of it's really tough to read, but basically he likes you, likes Chief.
Cool.
Don't like Reaper.
I like people and stuff too. Okay, so this one looks it looks skeptically like a jail letter, and we all know that the jail letters get read, and because one day the things that we do for recreation could put us in jail, and we damn sure don't want someone that had the time to sit down and write us a letter mad for all the time that they are waiting on us to come to jail.
I wrote you a letter.
This one's from James.
James?
I don't know. Help me. Someone help me. James? Jaime.
48257.
James 02050203. James. I don't know if it's James or Jamie,
That's
but
Jamie.
there's no. It's an E on the end. James.
Yeah. Jaime.
That'd be James.
It's Jamie.
Jamie. You pronounce the E. But you don't. What about in the word same? You don't say samey.
Some people do.
But it has an I. But it has an I before.
Mimi. We say Mimi.
I before the okay. Anyway, this guy says, "Dear Big Chief and Shawn, hey guys, what's up? I'm a big fan. I always saw your show and listens to your podcast before I was put in and locked up. But I call my sister. I call my sister and have her update me on the show and podcast. Being locked up sucks. I bet it fucking does. And I hope and pray
I'm with you, buddy.
you never have to be in a place like this. Me too. But, you know, everything points to we will.
Yeah.
Things aren't looking good.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, you know, whatever. I'm working on an appeal. I'm trying to clear my name. Or if that don't work, at least reduce my time they gave me. Either way, like I said, I'm a fan. I like the show. I love the cars. I was hoping if y'all could send me a pic or two of y'all in front of y'all's cars, if y'all can. I think we can, Jamie. We'll call you Jamie James.
Just call him Jay.
JJ. We'll stand in front of Real Hood too.
Yeah.
You know, lean down and stuff.
We're both
or at
starting
least
to
send
look
me a
pretty good.
letter.
With some gold chains.
If you want, at least send me a letter, whatever you want. I hope and pray my appeal works so I can be home soon. But for now, I just have to have faith. I'm not getting preachy. I'm just saying either way, one of the things on my list when I got out is to find an old school Pontiac. Because I love Pontiac. My dad used to have one. And it lasted a long time, and it was a fun car to drive. Find a Pontiac and fix it up so I can race Chief in it. That'd be fun. So, yeah, I hope to get something from y'all soon.
It's on its way.
Y'all keep it rocking, and rolling.
Nice.
Well.
Yeah.
And thanks for reading this letter. God bless. Your fan, 02050203, Jamie James Corona.
Jamie James. This one right here, it doesn't have an age on it. I really wish that it did, because there's an age limit there where you can say, she's young. But if there's no age limit on it, I would laugh about this one.
Right.
She loves you.
Well, they all do, baby. Dear Chief. Oh, wow. There's stuff everywhere.
That one's just to you.
Dear Chief, you are awesome. So is the Crow. My family and I enjoy watching Street Outlaws. What's this person's name? First name?
Becca.
Becca
Pike.
Well, now everybody knows who the fuck she is.
Well, that's all right.
If there is an age limit, then
8 people know.
8 people know. Well, Austin used to. He ain't gonna listen no more because we made fun of him. My family and I enjoy watching Street Outlaws every week. On all of the Street Outlaws I've ever watched, you are my favorite. The Crow is still my favorite car. The Crow is awesome. I'm sorry your crash happened. I have that episode on record trying to figure out what happened. Wow. I live in Indiana.
Brian hit him.
When you revealed the crow mod, I was mad because I had school, or I would have been up there to...
Yes. To what? hang on. To what? To what?
Oh my God, how old is she?
That's why I can't laugh, because hey, dude, she could be really young.
Becca is 18.
Yes.
I was so mad I had school, or I would have been up there to meet you in person. MEAT.
Maybe she's packing something.
Street Outlaws is an awesome TV show. Now school is out and I can stay up and watch Street Outlaws. Okay, well that shows you right there she ain't fucking old enough, asshole.
Hey, I don't know.
Now school is
Sean
out.
can't even read. He's looking for the
Senior.
pictures.
You know, maybe she got held back.
Maybe she's in junior
Might
college.
be huge.
She might be in junior college. You never know. She could be at Rose State right now.
Now school is out. I can stay up and watch Street Outlaws. I wish I could get something signed from you. Everybody wants something.
I know.
If all possible. Would you mind writing back? That would be awesome, and it would make me really happy. P.S. How is your car, or how's your back? Sincerely, a 14-year-old fan.
Oh,
God damn it, Sean! You could have proofread that before I said terrible things about Becca.
This is a loyal supply bill, right?
Fuck that thing.
It says I listened to the podcast. Great, fucking great.
God damn it.
Son of a...
Way to fuck that up, Sean.
I was going to look at that one with the Elvis stamp on it because I really wanted to look at that, but it says Chief real big on it.
Oh,
so,
really?
yeah, that's
There's
Chief.
an Elvis stamp?
Yeah, do the one with the Elvis stamp.
Okay.
That's got to be good,
That's
man.
Mackenzie.
Well, did you already read that one?
No.
Well,
This one's from Oklahoma. This one's from Moore. This one's from right down the road.
uh-oh. They could possibly drive here and kick our ass.
Yeah, we should be real careful because they could possibly just drive up here and shoot at our shop like everybody else does.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll probably read this one later because you just never know.
Wow, this one is the professional wrote this one. Yeah.
Phantom can edit this downtime.
Yes.
Oh yeah, where's the Elvis one? Oh, here it is.
Yeah, and I'm not going to read this one. This
Okay.
one, yeah.
No? Okay.
It wants to do something for the Boy Scouts.
Yeah, I did something for the Boy Scouts.
Didn't join.
Left them alone.
Didn't join.
Didn't beat them up.
No, I quit. I quit before I ruined their good name.
Exactly.
Where you got them into the street racings.
They're like, what do you mean you got to join? I was like, be prepared. Always prepared.
Yeah.
I'm a motherfucking red-tailed hog scout.
Scout them all.
This one's from Mackenzie. Dear Chief, I'm a huge fan of you and the show. My brother and sister is also a huge fan of you and the show. Me and my family always watch the show, and that is my favorite show. My mom and dad love you too. I'm also a huge fan of the Murder Nova. Hey. My brother loves your car. I do too. My sister and mom loves your car.
Yep. Dad loves Sean's car. That's about how that deal works out. You see the pattern there? Yeah. Okay.
My dad and grandpa love Sean's car.
And all my uncles love Sean's car. My aunts love your car, Chief. I see there's a pattern there.
Sean attracts the dudes.
I do.
My
Y'all
brother
wanna meet
told me to put this in the letter that he would love to drive your car. And I mean, literally. He always talks about he would love to drive. And he loves how fast it is. Sincerely, Mackenzie. Nick is my brother. Samantha is my sister. Darnell is my dad.
Uh-oh.
Wanda is my mom.
Uh-oh.
Bodie. You hear what he said?
Shit.
Bodie gonna come here like, what's your problem?
Hey, hey, little homie.
What you mean, you people?
Shit. You'd be laughing his ass off right now.
Pump your brakes, kids.
What you say?
What you trying to say, boy?
Shoo. Okay, so this one is from Floyd Knobs. I know where Floyd Knobs is. I used to live down the road from there. Floyd Knobs, Indiana. Dear Big Chief and Shawn, I hope everything's going well with the cars and the families. My name is Rex, fuck yeah, Rex is a cool name.
Yep.
And I'm from southern Indiana, 3 miles north of Louisville. For all you people that don't know how to read, Louisville spells Louisville. Okay. I'm 15-year-old, and I would just like to thank you, but that would be a bit of an understatement. So what do you want to do, Rex?
He wants to do more than thank us.
You gonna send me a picture?
Yeah.
Or are you gonna ask me for a picture?
Yeah, all these people asking us for shit, and we ain't got one picture.
Rex is gonna send us a picture.
Yeah.
No, we did get a picture. Hang on.
We did?
Yep. Hang on. I've recently switched schools, and I've been going through a really tough time lately. God, Rex, I'm sorry. How old is Rex?
About the same age as
15.
you quit school, right?
No, he switched school. He didn't quit school.
Well, yeah, but
yeah, I switched.
but he's having a rough time.
But I had a rough time,
why did you quit school?
because it was rough.
He's having a rough fucking time.
Street racing's.
He was 15 and you just got your new car.
And the street racing.
And the street racing's got him.
First test driving your new car.
Hey, why aren't you in math class? I got the street racing.
You've got the street racing.
Yeah.
I've been through a really tough time. There's only been one thing that's made me laugh, and that is your podcast. Well, you got a fucked up sense of humor, Rex.
Yep.
Sure, I like.
He's well on his fucking way.
Sure, I like the show, but it doesn't really show who you guys are. The podcast does, and that's why I love it. You guys always put a smile on my face with the podcast because of the funny things you say. Also, I'd like to thank you for getting me into racing. Shit. My bad, Rex.
My bad.
Rex.
Hey,
You
race
got
on,
him.
Rex.
You
Sometimes
got
you
him
gotta
right
race a
with-
motherfucker,
You
man.
hit him right with the
And
street
having-
racing.
Yeah.
And having a big influence on what? Having a big influence on my definite.
Definite.
And then he put shoot next to it and wrote an arrow. Because he spelled it wrong. He put shoot.
Yeah, and he knew, and he knows.
But he ain't gonna swear.
Yeah, but he knew. He knew what we was
But
going to
his
say
mama
on
didn't
that.
raise his mama didn't raise no heathen. He ain't gonna swear and say shit. He put shoot.
No, yeah, he's only 15.
Definite biggest hobby when I grow older. Racing. Period.
Nice.
I've been listening.
What? That's a
I love it.
That's a good hobby.
I love it when Shawn gives me the nice.
Nice.
I've been listening to the podcast since day one, and I'm an original. If you're ever in Louisville and you need anything, let me know. I was just there, and I did need some shit. So I don't think that you could have helped me with that.
You probably at 15, you probably didn't have the things I needed.
Thank you for everything. Thank you for nothing, Rex. Just kidding. Thank you for everything. I know that you always get asked for stuff, but if you get time, I know how busy you are with the car to send me anything at all with a signature or anything to look at.
God damn it, Rex.
And know that I will soon be in the racing community. Also, he's going to let us know. We're going to see him one day.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
You guys are some of the best people in the world at what you do and the greatest guys, period. I will leave some information down below in the hopes that you may send me a message or follow me. Thanks for everything, Rex. P.S. Episode 12 is my favorite.
Which one was episode 12?
No fucking idea.
I don't remember.
God damn it, where's Phantom?
Where's our fucking producer?
He told me to push the button when we're done, and he bounced.
Really?
I hope one day I'll get to meet
Y'all
you
were
guys.
boring him.
And then there's his Instagram, phone number, email, Gmail, links.
Wow.
I mean, it's all of his stuff here.
Nice job, Rex.
There you
Except
go.
for the asking
P.S.
for
A follow on Instagram would make my life. Make his life?
Well, he's still young.
His life, though?
He's still young.
Make his life. Where's our picture? We did get a picture.
Where? Let me see that picture.
Oh, here it is. It's right here in the file of pictures. It is a picture of the Chromod. I give you the Chromod.
Pretty close.
Fuck you.
Wheels look the
Fuck
same
you.
and everything.
Fuck you.
It looks.
Fuck
Look
you.
how long that nose is.
Fuck you.
He's got the nose
Fuck
part.
you, motherfucker.
Perfect.
He's got the aerodynamics part down.
Y'all kiss my ass.
It looks
Y'all
like a
do.
Pro Mad.
Yeah, you kiss my ass.
It looks like a Pro Mad. That looks like any fucking Pro Mad that you could go see at an NHRA event.
Yep.
Fuck
And look at that nose. Some bitch ain't that thick.
This one's from
Yeah.
this is from Gavin.
Nice drawing, Gavin.
Hey, at least he didn't ask us for none.
Yep. Let me see. Take a look at that thing. Nailed it, Gavin. Oh, he's got an Instagram too.
Here's one from Harrison. Oh, last name though. Fife. As in Barney?
Barney
He
Fife.
spelled my name wrong. Big Chife. I'm your biggest fan. Bullshit, Harrison, or you know how to spell my fucking name. If you're my biggest fan, you would know how to spell my name.
Yep.
Man, I can't even
I have
spell
to
that.
agree on that deal.
And he can write in cursive, so it ain't like he's 7 or something. You know,
He might be 7.
They start cursive
You're
in like
7-year-old
third
now?
grade.
Huh?
I was watching Billy Madison the other day, and in the 3rd grade is whenever they were doing cursive.
Yeah, third
Yeah,
grade.
maybe one letter at a time. This guy can
No,
write
they-
full things in cursive.
No, they full on write
Cool.
cursive.
Remember Bunt and Buzz.
But
Rizzuto.
I
Rizzuto.
bet Harrison could do the Q. I can't even do the Q.
The Z. The Z. It's,
What is that?
it's a Z.
It's a
I want
Raruto?
Here we go. Harrison, fuck you. How about that? I don't care how old you are. He's a too big chive. Hi, my name is Harrison. I'm your biggest fan. I want pictures of the top 10 cars and farm truck.
Holy shit. He wants a lot of stuff.
That's 11 pictures.
not anymore.
Damn.
Does he continue on with more stuff that he wants?
No, then he gives me all of his info.
Oh, that's it.
Where to send those
No.
11 pictures?
That's it. All he wanted to spell my name wrong. Tell me he's my biggest fan, but he wants pictures of
And
all
then he
the
wants.
top 10.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry about that, buddy.
Pal.
Yeah.
And
hey,
then-
pal. That's not going to happen.
And then it says that he's 9. Fuck.
He's 9.
You ever cussing out a 9-year-old?
Sorry, Harrison.
My son's older than that kid. Come on.
Yeah, well, I'd tell your son, fuck you, too.
Well, he would probably tell you fuck
no,
off.
he'd
but
probably cry.
he probably would. He probably would.
Aiden's,
He's your biggest fan. He'd spell your name right, though. God damn it.
Yes, he would. So the rest of these just people wanting money, huh?
Yes.
I wouldn't open them.
This one you already opened, huh?
Yes.
All right, so we don't have it. So that's it.
That's it, man.
That's it. We're done. We can go.
Yeah,
Austin, I want to apologize because I see our producer left, and your note is not in a good place right now. So I'm not.
Oh, shit.
I'm not really sure that is the place for notes that are getting things sent to them. So sorry, man, but you shouldn't have made your dad sell that car by being born. Yep, we're out. All right, you guys be safe. Be
Hey,
careful.
and we'll see y'all next Tuesday.
Don't rape each other.
Next Tuesday.
Deuces.